Good. Are we on? I guess. Well, I guess so. Why wouldn't it be on? Why would it be off? Why would that be an issue? Why do I say that every single time? Is it necessary? No. But yet, I'm behooved to just check in, just make sure it's okay. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the show. It is Sunday. I'm making coffee in my underwear for you, and here we are. It's gonna be a day. It's been a day. It has been a week. Let's look at these huckleberries. They're brown. I pulled them out. I reached deep and I pulled these out. What the hell are these? I think they feel like bathing suit material, but they can't be. They don't have a drawstring. They don't have lining, and then they have this weird. They have like a fake fly. It's just a little flap here. For what purpose? Nothing can go in and out. What's the purpose? I don't know why I have these. There's got to be a reason. Maybe I was doing some show or something where I needed brown something. I have no idea. But I don't know what brand they are. I've never seen them before. They're not remotely functional. But nevertheless, here we are. I will also say, if you have not already, and I shouldn't even have to say this one, please go watch the latest AEW with the president of New Japan, the ace. She's a legend. Tanahashi. Well, I don't know what else to say. Hiroshi Tanahashi. You just run and watch it. Not only a legend and a wonderful person to speak to, so handsome, so delightful. His hair was fantastic. And we talked about a lot of stuff. We covered a lot of ground. And I don't want to get lost in the feed. They're already posting promos from Collision last night. And this is the president. Respect the president of New Japan. So go watch it, go like it, go comment, go share, go retweet, go do all that stuff for the sake of the relationship between New Japan and AEW. This is one that's bigger than me. Amanda said, good morning, sir. Hello, friends. Hope everyone had a lovely week. Sean said, hey, occultist. Good morning, RJ. Sean said, Sean has joined Key to the City. Again, good for you, Sean. And congratulations for you. Christine said, good morning, RJ and Chapman. Sandy said good morning. Aaron said good morning. Mia said good morning. Mike said good morning. So Sierra, Silver, Nails, Kendi. Joe just wrote the support. Dusty said good morning. James said good morning. Gina said good morning and another great episode of Hey, Taito is my favorite New Japan ref. So that was a nice bonus. Taito is a wonderful human being, a delightful person, and excellent translator, I think. Who knows? Timothy said, good morning, Tiger. Vanessa said, hello and good day, humans. We're linguistically traveling northwest of the Philippines this week as such. Wishing RJ a happy Sunday to all those convenient to watch RJ in his Fahernamut. Fahernamut is Hungarian, and it sounds Hungarian. So I'm happy that one's all lining up. Fahernamut. And that's really what these are. They're very tight Fahernamut. Good morning, RJ, said KP. Joe said, I'm 3 minutes in when this went live. What do you want from me? Joseph said, what's good, RJ? Another great episode of Hey. He's a delightful man. Manuel said, who's your wrestling three musketeers? Ricky Starks, Paul Roma, Dino Bravo. Christine said, I had a friend who took a photo of President Tanahashi's hair when she had a wedding to attend. Christine, she went, oh, I see. At first I thought she went to a wedding with Tanahashi, and then I realized she saw his hair and said, this is what I want on my head, and then brought it to the salon. Less exciting. Bill said, good morning. Asian Joe, I don't know how many Joes are out there, said, one step closer to landing the golden goose of Toriano on Hey W. I'm coming for you. I'm not afraid. Nick said, good morning, chat. Harley has a $2 request. You have a new hat. Sing about it. Harley is obviously destitute because it's at least, I think, $5 song. And she's trying to pass off $2. Maybe she shouldn't have thrown around so much money, so long, $50, $100, because obviously now you're in debt. Are you being audited? $2. For a song about a hat, $2. So just fits a slap in my face. Mia said, dramatic reading of It's Been a While by Stains. That song has been on my mind. All right. Really, really starting off hot here. I think the coffee helps holding it. And it's been a while since I could hold my head up high. It's been a while since I first saw you. It's been a while since I could stand on my own 2 feet again. It's been a while since I could call you. Everything I can remember is fucked up as it may seem. The consequences that are rendered, I've stretched myself beyond means, and it's been a while since I can't say that I wasn't addicted. It's been a while since I can say I love myself, and well, it's been a while since I've gone and fucked up things just like I always do. It's been a while, but all that shit seems to disappear when I'm with you. And everything I can't remember, as fucked up as it may seem, the consequences that I've rendered, I've gone and fucked things up again. Why must I feel this way? Just make it go away. Just one more peaceful day. It's been a while since I could look myself. It's been a while since I could look at myself straight. It's been a while since I said I'm sorry, and it's been a while since I've seen the way the candles light your face. You know, it's been a while, but I can still remember the way you taste. And everything I can't remember, as fucked up as it all may seem to be, and I know it's me, I cannot blame this on my father. He did the best he could for me. It's been a while since I could hold my head up high. And it's been a while since I said I'm sorry. It's a sad song. That's depressing. Oh, and Leo just paid £10 to not sing Stains. It's been a while. Well, someone's going to be upset. You guys can argue it out. Maybe they should be a bid. I should just bid on songs people don't want me to sing. Cody said, my favorite Hey W will always be the Julia Hart episode. It went from an interview to full-on theatrical episode. Prince Nana cameo was golden. You look like you've seen a ghost. Red Dog said good morning. SM has been a member for 50 months and wrote 50 months. Holy shit. With the appropriate Andre Giant emoji. Oh, good. I'm better. Red Dog said, my brother's obsessed with that song. Aaron said, who like listens to a song like that? Do you know what I mean? Like, it doesn't make me feel good. It puts me in my thoughts. It doesn't make me like, it's not something I want to hear while I'm at the mall. Aaron said, good day, Archie. Did you hear about the sad news about the passing of Sharon Doherty? I did, just before I came on here. Yeah, and there's something, obviously, yesterday was a day, but when so many celebrity deaths happen, you got your Dr. Ruth, you got your Richard Simmons, then you got Shannon Doherty, and then it's like, we're going to have to bump Dr. Ruth. This has been too much. You got to bump the first one. She's going to lose, the public support, the sympathy, the clips. We can only post so much. And Shannon Doherty was younger than Dr. Ruth. Dr. Ruth was very old. Richard Simmons seemed to be in between the two. And Richard Simmons, at least he had the last 5 or 10 years as a big public, hubbub of his business where he's been and all that thing. So I think that helped a little too. You wonder about the business of celebrity death because there's people who manage these estates and they're going to want to make some money. These are the things I think about. Bradley said, if Stained had been on your mind, you may have some deeper psychological issues that need to be analyzed. And like that guy, the Stained guy, I guess he goes to the mall too. He wrote this and then he's like, I got to go buy new shoes. Typo said, good morning. I came at a good time, I think. Gina said, no, rest in peace, Brenda Walsh. She wasn't really a fan of the show. Harley finally said, you didn't sing the hat song even though I paid cash. Here's $10. You have lost me as a fan. Goodbye, everyone. I must leave now due to my ego and pride being crippled. I don't think you want to say crippled. I don't think. And I love how people liked the comment. That tells you how beloved you are when your exit message. All right, now I'll sing the song. My hat. I bought a nice new hat. Yes, I did. Wait, let me figure it out. Okay, here we go. My hat. I bought a brand new hat, and would you not believe it that I got it from a rat? A rat? I believe his name was Matt. And would you not believe it that he was also fat? A fat? A rat? A fat rat gave you a hat? Yes, indeed he did, and then he scurried underneath a mat. A mat? A rat? A fat rat and hat? Yes, that is correct. Now, would any of you believe that? A hat. I have a brand new hat. Fat. Gat. Lat. A hat, a hat. I have a brand new hat. The wind came and blown and took it off, and it fell upon my lat. My lat? Your lat. But your lat is not fat. My lat is not fat as the rat named Matt who went under the mat. I got that hat. A gnat. And scene. That was the new hat song. So thanks for that. Nails said 60 seconds of Tony Storm asking you why you introduced her to Mariah May and accusing you of being in on it the whole time. Happy cultiversary to me. It's not really appropriate given the circumstances of the everything that went down on Wednesday. But Jesus, that was insane and disgusting and horrible to watch. I felt so grotesque and so uncomfortable, and I did not know what to do about it at all. So now you want me to do this? Now you want me to turn the corner and do this impression? Did you? I don't really know your name, but did you? I was wondering if you could tell me, Luther, please. Did you have anything to do with me? No. Why would I? No, I just, connecting people. I think is very important. Just passing it along. You want to be a big vet. I think it's important. It's good to meet people. I had no idea. I was just doing my job, which I don't even do anymore. I don't do the backstage interviews. Missed them. I don't do them for a reason. And that reason is probably that shit got fucked up. It got really fucked up. And I'm sorry. And I want to apologize to everybody. So there's that. And scene. I don't know. It was like a horrific. How do you want me to turn that into? Oh my God, it was horrible. Leo said, please never sing American Pie. Joseph Ramos said, RJ, did you get a chance to meet Oj and Martha? They both are awesome. I did. I spent a lovely amount of time with them, and it was great. I like them a lot. Nice people. Wonderful tournament. Nice trophy. It's good, solid. I always want to if I was commentary, I would say the weight of things because you can't tell at home. You go oh, this is very heavy. Vanessa said, RJ, you still doing your own brand or have you gone astray? I don't have my own brand on me. I've finished it and I need to get some more. I've gone astray, but I also really want to get my hands on some of the Prince and Not coffee, but it's so much to ship. I have to get it next time I'm there and have it. It's a whole thing, but I'm determined. So I can at least say that my coffee is better than his. Nell's got the coffee. Didn't she? Didn't you get the Nana coffee? How's the Nana coffee, especially compared to mine? Okay, Gamer said, well, hi, and well, hi to you. Lovely to see you. Also, Mia said, Nails and SM, happy cultiversary. Leo said, imagine if Piers Morgan, Dr. Phil, and John Stossel died in the same day. Imagine. Well, you also have to take in if there's a circumstances, tragic circumstances, then the age and the, these are the math equation of publicity. Cody said, AEW All In is going to be great this year. I think it will be too. Amy said we lost Shelley Duvall this year. So think about that. How quickly time passes. You forgot that she died this week. Christine said Dr. Ruth got the Farrah Fawcett treatment. Farrah Fawcett, everyone was so sad. And then 3 hours later, it was like Michael Jackson. And I was like, okay, we only have so much sadness, guys. And we can't be sad in the same way for everybody. We got to pick one. And she was brushed aside. Sean said, rest in peace to a Charmed one. She was on the show, Charmed. And I covered an episode of Charmed. Did I not? The wrestling episode with Booker T and Scott Steiner. They're in a ring of fire. The ring turns into fire and they fall into hell. It was a WCW thing. Red Dog said, I'm sure Alyssa Milano will act like she really cared and that they were friends. Sean said, I love that show growing up. W. Stein said, what oldies song did you sweat to in the gym? The soundtrack from The Wolfman. Typo said, wait, what's his new hat? Can't believe I missed a new hat. I don't have a new hat. Let's not get into this right now. Billwood said Dr. Seuss. Yeah, I didn't really do it well. Cody said pay-per-view match on Dynamite. Will Ospreay versus MJF on free TV. What's not free? I mean, you gotta pay for cable. Mia said Sirius XM was playing that song every time I was in my car. And what was the goal there? Why were they doing that? That's the question you should really ask yourself. Saeed said the guy that got the Hey W tattoo, did it shock you? Well, no, because it was a woman and she tweeted about it. If I see this, she'll get a tattoo. She tells me she just wanted to get a tattoo. I've had worse. There was somebody who got a tattoo of my signature. I signed their arm and they got a tattoo. And had I known that they were going to tattoo it, I probably wouldn't have done a better job. As I said, someone's birthday is coming up this week. Yes, Al Snow and Nelson Mandela. Michelle Wine said, I just want to thank you for the dream I had this morning that you were very much featured. And it's 6:40 a.m. my time, so I'm going to go back to sleep, see if I can somehow get back into it. That never works. And you end up in a nightmare. Leo said, I had an ex that had the same haircut that Tony Storm has, and she was into old-timey stuff. Well, obviously. Made me sex. It was like watching her get bludgeoned. Jesus, Leo. David Arquette is here for some god-awful reason. Hello, all. I love you, RJ, and I love you all. Oh, my God. And David was recently, let's pull up the article because I had just seen it. Here we go. Exclusive. David Arquette is on a mission to make people like clowns again. There are good clowns out there. Link is in the bio. I'm absolutely clicking on it. Oh, page 6. Here we go. We could have taken a better photo. Okay. Whatever. David Arquette knows clowns. Got a bad rap. Pennywise, Twisty the Clown. There's more good clowns out there than there are scary clowns, despite what kind of films are being made. I love clowns in general. And if you find clowns creepy, you should give them a second shot. And there's a bunch of photos here of these are the clowns that David drew. I don't know if being sad about it is helping. Oh, this is adorable. He met with the foremost bozo collector and historian. And there's the whole fam, the whole clown fam. And this is him in the movie The Good Half, which is out now, I think. Him and Nick Jonas. That must have been a heck of a conversation. And here's the whole fam, all the Arquettes. This is delightful. The whole thing's adorable. All right, let me finish reading this. Screamstar isn't kidding about his attachments to clowns, but we're on a mission to sort of bring joy back to the world. You don't have to say sort of. You say sort of twice here. We're on a mission to sort of bring joy back to the world and sort of shine a light on happy clowns. And Bozo is one of the happiness. Just say what you're doing. He even brought the famous clown into the 21st century by introducing Joe's Bozo. It's Jozo Bozo. They should print a retraction. And he's serious about a Bozo relaunch. It's a lot of work. Made a lot of mistakes in the portrayal of Bozo, but we got into a really good place. The foremost Bozo collector and historian for a documentary we're doing, Arquette managed to tear himself away from the grease paint, bulbous nose, and flaming red wig to film The Good Half, which has Nick Jonas, who plays a writer grappling with the death of his mother. Arquette plays the pop star's stepdad. Well, now I'm excited to watch this. Father of 3 says he was drawn to the movie for the way it tackled the issues of death and loss. I've lost a lot of people in my life, and addressing grief in such a way that, it takes it head on, but also has a humorous slant to it. I just really think it had a voice. I really was super lost, super hurt. And then, different people I lost throughout my life. Gee, really took a turn here. That's what it's about. Being grateful for having those people in your life to start with is a really healing way to approach it. And now the article just lists people he knows who died. Alexis, we all miss her tremendously. It's just we lean into gratitude for being able to spend as little amount of time as we were with them. And then they plug the movie at the end. Good Half will be screened in theaters July 23rd and 25th with an exclusive virtual conversation with Jonas, as well as the film's director, Robert Schwartzman. Good thing they knew enough to not have David do the virtual chat. But The Good Half, Bozo, things are happening. Hell's a poppin'. Nick said, how much would it cost for you to do a rendition of the museum song from Barnum? No idea what that is, so can't give you a price. Mia said, yes, as in my dad's birthday is coming up this week. Michelle said, just want to check in and say good morning and thank you for what? I don't know. David said, hello, Christine, Mia, and the rest of the faction. Cult isn't right. Wow. Matt Sandy said, Oj is pretty tall, correct? Yes, he's very correct. He's very tall, and that's correct. You're correct. Matt Sandy said, I got a new supply of coffee from Rootless, which included more high anxiety. They have a cold brew now. It's delightful. Red Dog said, hey, Duke and any hoodlums. Saying hi to the hoodlums. David said, did you ever see the guy from Bum Fights on Dr. Phil? Chef's Kiss. Yes, I did. That was tremendous. And prescient for the trajectory of Dr. Phil, too. That guy, talk about being ahead of the curve. Neil said, yes, the Prince and Not coffee is genuinely delicious. Not too strong. I love the caramel. Miss Andy said, I only recently learned that Shelley and Robert Duvall were not related. I could have told you that. They don't look the same at all. And someone said, good morning from Quebec City. Did I miss that? I think I missed that. Was it Quebec? And then the chat skipped. So far. Quebec City. Yes. Okay, great. Miss Andy said, Shelley Duvall was great as Olive Oil. Wow, weird fucking movie that was. SM said, David, I was bummed. The Handmade by Robots Bozo vinyl figure isn't going to be made after all. David, address this, please. Sean said, you did in fact cover the WCW Charmed episode. That episode strangely guest stars Ron Perlman as the promoter, which is really unnecessary. Cody said, I live in the UK. AEW is free on ITV4. Okay, fine. Leo said, have you signed a boob? Yes, it's not fun to sign people. We should stop doing that. David said, in other news, there was an article about me trying to bring good. I just read the fucking article. Jesus. I just read the whole article, and here you are not really realizing I was going to do this before I read it, complaining that I don't care about it. You ought to be ashamed of yourself. SM said, I have 1 week of vacation left. Bummed, but my new boss seemed cool. Total opposite of the last one. Well, that's nice. Mr. Scott said, morning, RJ. Would you rather watch Christopher Daniels perform a one-man Hamlet or hear Harley Cameron play a set of Paul Simon songs? I'm interested in Christopher Daniels playing Hamlet. We didn't talk about it in his Hey episode. You have to cut a lot of stuff for time, or else we would go on forever. He was in, it was like the Six Flags or the Universal. You know, they do like live action stunt shows of Waterworld, I think, was like a big gig of his. V said, good morning, all. I can't stay today, but hope you have a good week. Leo said, David, is pieing someone without consent assault? Yeah. I think the issue is the consent, not the pie. Bradley said, top 3 clowns of all time. Does Mr. Noodle count from Elmo's World? I think he does. So let's put Bozo there, Mr. Noodle, and I would say perhaps Lunette from the Big Comfy Couch. That makes me feel okay in my choices. It's my clown Mount Rushmore. Here's a guy pretending to be MJF. Great. David said, I don't hate the Terrifier, but I will not be watching it. There's no way that's MJF. Believe me. David said, thank you, RJ. That was sweet of you. Yeah, it was very sweet of me. Amanda said, saw Evil Danhausen last night in Cleveland, told him I miss him and you together doing silly things, and he says he misses it too. What a moment. Well, we're not dead. Leo said, why do you wear soprano clothes? You must mean a shirt and pants. Leo said, have you tried David's Bozo Cotton Candy flavored coffee? I have, and I think I drank it on the stream. So, pay more attention, Leo. James said, Adam Wright does a great Dr. Phil impression nowadays. It's not really an impression. It's become his own character, which is great. CC Bond said, favorite obscure ruthless aggression wrestlers. I love me some Kenzo Suzuki. Mia said, I'll be seeing New Kids on the Block in concert on Friday and Janet Jackson on Saturday. Great week for me. Your ears and your throat, they're just going to be shot. Christine said, I hope to see Danhausen 2 today at Alpha 1. Shall I pass along your warmest wishes? Just my wishes. They don't have to be my warmest. Josh said, the old lion, RJ City. Great episode of Hey. Leo said, I got advertised a 6-inch Billie Eilish figure on Amazon with wrestling figure style articulation. You could have had Billie win the women's championship in your figure fed. You ever mix your wrestling figures with your non? I had like a not Wolverine, Sabretooth, the other guy when I was a kid. I was like, this guy looks like a wrestler. But then it felt inappropriate. Sabretooth against Rick Martel. It felt unfair to me. Neil said, would you let Tony Shalhoub sign your boob? Only if he really wanted to. I like Johnny Stamboli. Leo said, great obscure reference. Josh said, RJ, what's your favorite Kamen Rider? They're so hard to pick. There's so many, and they have such wonderful titles. Christine said, Mr. Noodle. Leo said, Ultimo Dragon should have had a better run. Amanda said, which Mr. Noodle? The guy with the mustache. Both of them are good. And now I'm going to go back and be upset about it. David said, anyone in Nashville or close to a big baby shower party on the 21st if anyone wants to stop by. Let me pull this up. Yesterday I set up a popcorn machine. This is all David. Hold on. Let me pull this out here. No. Here we go. Community baby shower. What a good person. Let me plug this if anyone is in Nashville. Community baby shower by the Nashville Peacemaker. Sunday, July 21st. So next Sunday from 1 to 4 p.m. All items, first come, first served. 1 diaper bag per family. Raffles must be present to win. 10 tickets per family to shop donations. Tent. 1 week away. Grateful, overwhelmed. Come meet Bozo and Jozo and Keenan Walker, the Duckmaster, who I did not see, and I was upset about it at in Memphis. So maybe also in a couple weeks, not next week, I guess the week after, the 26th, AW Blood and Guts is in Nashville. Who knows if David will be there? Who knows if I'll run into him on the streets? Who knows? Molly said, are you and David going to hang out when you come to Nashville? That remains to be seen. Decay said, what did Tanahashi smell like? He smelled like a high-ranking executive. Red Dog said, Bozo, Cesar Romero's Joker. I don't know if he counts as a clown. A 1993 heel joink. David said, if you're MJF, where were you last week and who was there? Oh, you're being weird. I was backstage last week, David. No, not wrestling. What else? So David's now arguing with the clearly fake MJF in the chat and trying to prove that he's fake. Jesus. Leo said, if I like Billie Eilish more, I would snap that figure up. Guess I have to wait for the 6-inch Lord or Phoebe Bridges action figure. I have the Nash Bridges action figure. Matt Sanders said, Mr. Noodle is played by Bill Irwin, who also played Ham Gravy in the Popeye movie. 2 references to that movie today. Let's keep it going. Amanda joined late and said, did you hear about Shannon Doherty passing? Yes, I did. I addressed it in like the first 5 minutes of the show. Neil said, David, this is such a sweet thing to do. Christine said, David, that's awesome. Can I send stuff to donate for your shower? Sorry, David's very busy arguing with the fake MJF. Mia said, you should have went to the Bass Pro Shop Pyramid. Oh, I've seen it before. Gina said, TK mentioned a women's blood and guts match. Who would you book? Well, if we're going by blood, I mean, it's not hard to see why Tony Storm and Mariah May would link up. You also have, Stat and Willow. You have Britt and Mercedes. You have Deanna and Thunder Rosa. And then you got Sky Blue, who's just like, hey, sign me up to do crazy shit. Sheeta. There's plenty of options here. Who would you not book? I'm fine. Leo said, have you wrestled Ultimo Dragon? No, but I was on a show with him in Buffalo. I believe he wrestled the Butcher and the Blade, or was he on the same team with them? And he did Magistral Cradle. That's all I distinctly remember. Nell said, I'd watch David versus fake MJF. Leo said, do you think David might show up for a Jack Perry TNT opening challenge? I mean, it would make sense. I pray that I would do everything in my power to not let that happen. So if that doesn't happen, no, I've stood in the way of it. Mia said, what's the cheat meal for today? I'm having pizza. I may also have pizza. I got a bunch of ice cream. There's a lovely place called Honey's here in Toronto that is really good ice cream, but they don't retail that widely. So sometimes there's certain things in certain stores, and then they have a main store downtown where they have everything. It's a little hunt. It's fun. Leo said, have you wrestled Tajiri? Yes, I have. It was me, Tommy Dreamer. It was like a multi-person match. Probably like Channing Decker, maybe like a John Atlas or Rhino. I can't remember, but it's definitely Tajiri and Dreamer. Antoine said, Arja, do you like poutine? No, I find it disgusting in every regard. Whether it's like good, considered good or bad, I find it the same level of just abhorrent and disgusting and weird and stupid. David said, RJ smells like poutine. What do you want from me? Mia said, David, when was your last wrestling match? Was it, David, were the last matches you had the ones that we had like on New Year's? Were it those? In LA? Colt was in them and other people? Am I crazy? Or did you do something else? I feel like it might have got roped into something else. David said, I'm not sure. Probably those. Yes. He has so many that sometimes you're like, oh, you may have done a random one. Didn't you show up at a bar with little people? But you didn't show up with them. But there was a show there, and you're like, I'll get in. I'll do this. Sometimes I'll see people will post clips, and I go, well, he's having a good time. Leo said, what was your favorite incarnation of the wrestling faction, the FBI? Loved me some Guido. Loved me some Sal. Guido, Sal. I love Tommy Rich, too. So it makes it very difficult. Vinny, who's the smallest guy? CC Baman said, why were you so angry at Danhausen on the Christmas episode? I really shouldn't have to explain at this point. David said, I did wrestle a few micro wrestlers at a strip club. And how many of us can say that? Vanessa said, are you much of a birthday celebrator? Anything you're doing for your birthday this week other than travel? No, I will be in Little Rock. I'll probably eat. I'll see people, I guess. I won't really see people. I'll be traveling. I'm not going to really see family that much. And then I also hate deferring the birthday. Sunday, maybe next Sunday, if there's any gifts here, I will open the gift like on the stream. But other than that, deferring is like, oh, is it on the, birthday's on the Thursday. So it's Wednesday. It's like, no, I'm at work. And then you make it Friday. It's like, why are we pretending? Leo said, have you wrestled Big Vito? No, but I'm friendly with him on TikTok. David said, rest in peace, Hank. Oh yeah, I remember that guy. Hank, the cowboy, micro cowboy. Right? Sweet man. Sweet fella. Mike said, was one of the little people Hank, the angry drunken dwarf? No, this is a different small Hank. This was a cowboy. Fine. Let's see if I can find this guy. No, it wasn't Hank, the angry drunken dwarf. Hank Dalton. Hank Dalton, the micro cowboy. Here he is. Hank Dalton, the micro cowboy. There he is. Little Hank Dalton, the micro cowboy. Again, there's a good picture. David got his little Hanks confused. Man Sandy said, maybe for your birthday, someone can get you a cameo from me, trashing the entire experience of us meeting at Forbidden Door. I mean, they could. They won't, but they could. Leo said, is Jim Ross like Hank Hill? I don't quite know what that means other than them being Southern. And then to that extent, I feel like you're being racist. Red said, poutine is fries with gravy. It also might be something else if you search Urban Dictionary. And I will after this. David said, he could have done a Hank Dalton Castle gimmick. And that's the kind of brain that David Arquette is known for. To see pieces that don't quite fit in the universe and then just to force them together into what could be considered a puzzle. That's really, David's forte. There's plenty of weaknesses, but that is for sure one of his strengths. What? He could have done a Hank Dalton Castle gimmick. Your last name is Dalton. His first name is Dalton. There's got to be something there. David said, my brain is a puzzle. Yeah, but it's like still in the box and you shook the pieces around. Leo said, have Jazzware scanned you for an action figure? No, they have not. No, they have not. And they seem pretty adamant that they don't even want to consider it. I mean, I've been there when they're there. Take 2 seconds for me to sit down, that deal. They have not. You can ask them why that is. Browsing T said, no problem making a micro brawler. They thought that was a good idea. Why wouldn't this be viable? Why wouldn't a WrestleLance 2-pack be viable? Why wouldn't a breakaway AEW playset be viable? But I'm not in the business of action figure loose. I don't know what goes on there. So you'll have to ask them. Christina's gifted 5 memberships. Molly, B13, Amy, and 2 Amy's. Everyone named Amy and Susan. Molly, Amy, and Susan. And B13, who really does not fit into this question. Red Dog said, I think that it also has cheese curds. Antoine said, who do you want to have on AEW? Oh, we've got such a list. Christian, Mercedes, Layla Hirsch, Jimmy Jacobs, Chris Hero, the Outrunners, the Infantry, Kenny Omega, Don Callis, Samoa Joe. There's 10. There's got to be other. Darby Allin. There's 11. The Premier Athletes is 12. Diamante. Zack Sabre Jr. So there's a lot. CC Bama said, favorite AEW dark match. Oh my God. It's so I would always watch them. Has to be something with Emi Sakura. I enjoyed watching her all the time. Leo said, if they made a RJ City figure with 3 swappable heads, which 3 expressions would you choose? I would demand that it just be 3 heads all with the same expression. Saeed said, don't recall the podcast, but it was spot on with the assessment that you, RJ, have done more for the talent in AEW with the AEW show than the company itself. Well, I work for the company. It's a company show. It's not like my own podcast on the side. So you have to include the company in my work. Cody said, I left for 10 minutes and MJF was here. Yep, the real one. Zack Sabre Jr. is the answer, said Sean. I didn't know I needed that, please. Leo said, Alicia, a toot. You can roast the shit out of her. There's like an hour of footage online of me doing that. Mia said, I would rather have fries with cheese and bacon and dip with ranch dressings. All disgusting. David is adamant that it's the fake MJF. Leo said, I just like fries with salt. David said, like the bum fights Dr. Phil. And that's a good way to describe your brain. I love that you remember that. I distinctly remember. That was so funny. Leo said, like, I don't want shit all over my... I love when you shit on someone and everyone's like, that's a rude thing to do. And then you turn out to be right. And when the bum fights guy is making fun of your moral standing. Sean said, Alicia as the guest would be a fun role reversal. Prisma said, what's your favorite perk of working for AEW? Sometimes I get to say hi to Tony Schiavone. Maureen said, you work for AW, yet you've never had a graphic. So why are you asking me like I'm in charge of the company? You know who is in charge of the company. He's on Twitter constantly. Very accessible. Cody said, and now I'm speaking with David Arquette. This is unfortunately, though, the real David Arquette. I wish it was a parody. Red Dog said, McDonald's overdoes it with the salt. That's what they're known for. That is really the stocking trade. Leo said, you can ask Alicia her style of questions. Do you prefer Nickelback or Steel Panther? So there is an interview with Alicia interviews Dalton Castle and I, and we're very mean for about 30 minutes. Saeed said, I agree, Maureen. Sean said, I feel like Cody and MJF might have a Batman Bruce Wayne thing going on. Gina said, I think RJ not getting a graphic is a long-term rib at this point, and we're just laughing at it. Christine said, it just skips over my Sonata plea. I keep asking. I've never seen the guy once. Takeshita, would be another nice one. Pac would be another nice one. Mia said Claudio never has ice. Claudio. Mia said McDonald's never has ice cream. What do you want from me? Leo said Steel Panther are literally terrible, not funny, and sound like shit. What do you want from me? David Arquette said bring back Ronald McD. Really on the clown kick, this guy. MXM, the MXM collection, I should probably have on at some point. Marine said, oh, we saw Steel Panther. Gina said, I love Sonata. Dean Malenko. Scotty Too Hottie. Willie Mack. Rob said, has anyone tried the Kit Kat Banana Split McFlurry yet? That feels like a New York only, we're going to test the market thing, because I haven't even heard about that yet. Mia said, I want you to make sure the ice cream machine works. David just wrote Willie Mack, which is all I need to know. Whenever I run into him next, I would love to. I have one done for him. Mike said, you had everything to do with the Mariah Tony segment on Wednesday. You can't convince me otherwise. Yes, everyone knows me to be a horrible, brutal, violent, shocking person. Gina said, holy crap, MXM would be hysterical. Leo said, who is the hottest girl from the Attitude Era? What are we? Misty Blue Sims. David said, he is one of the funniest. I don't know what we're talking about. Oh, Willie Mack, yes. Prisma said, okay, but tell us one of your favorite road stories so the chat can fill up a bit. No, maybe you guys need to type faster. Nail said, I love Willie Mack. Sean said, that picture of Willie Mack with a wombat kills me. Bill said, which wrestler non-AEW enjoys Hay the most? I don't know. Why would I know that? Mia said, the Mighty O'Neill. Shane Haste, that whole thing would be lovely. Aaron said, The Adventures of Ronald McDonald, McTreasure Island was one of my favorite VHSs back in the day. I watched it so many times. Which just reminded me, there was a movie video game of something that I tried to... it was a movie video game, and I was like, I can't believe they made a movie video game. I have to play it. What was it? I can't remember what it was. Messani said, Shane Hayes should be a bigger star. Bradley said, I've never tried the banana split McFlurry. Surprisingly, you've tried it, and it's surprisingly good. I don't know if I appreciate Bradley's taste. Gina said, scene request. RJ desperately trying to be part of MXM and convince them of his modeling skills. Okay. I've dabbled. You know, I've taken photos younger, when I was younger, sort of not nude, but high art sort of things. There was a guy who scouted me, went to his apartment. Nice guy. I think structurally, I think that's important. The corners of the, I think it's really nice. The squareness. They say round face, not so good, not so hot. Wearing a shirt, modeling things. I can just model myself. I don't know, wear clothes. I don't do that. Maybe we could MXR MXM squared would be the R, would be me. I would square you guys out. I also think diversity points would be nice to have someone who's half Italian. Think about it. Let me know. I'm gonna just, something to think about. And scene. David said, Bill, I would venture to say Randy Orton watches RJ stuff. I can confirm that he does. He still follows me. I don't know why. Nell said, Shane Hayes is amazing. I love him. Harley Cameron wants a hootie pootie to you too, which is a wonderful poem. Let me see if I can. Do they have the lyrics? No, there's no way this exists. It's a wonderful. I'm not going to get into the. It's real. Here we go. I found it. It's from the 1928 musical Mammy Made an Omelet. Dalton Castle is a big fan of this. If you ever see Dalton Castle at an indie show or anything, just say hootie pootie to you too. he and I fell in love with it, and that's how it blew up, and that's how Harley's like leeching onto it. Hootie pootie to you too. Don't you understand? Hootie pootie's what I do. I do it when I can. Mammy's made an omelet, made with eggs and stuff. But when you have the hootie pootie, you cannot get enough. Eat your hootie pootie. Eat it all, I say. Eat it in the morning and the balance of the day. Hootie to you, pootie too. Without your hootie pootie, you'll be blue, blue, blue. Hootie pootie, hootie pootie, hootie pootie, who? Hootie pootie, hootie pootie, hootie pootie, you. That's hootie pootie. There you go. I hope you all enjoy. Leo said, who will make a cooler action figure, Mariah May or Willow Nightingale? Can't wait for them to get figures. How do we not have a Willow Nightingale figure yet? Seriously. She will be a better figure. She's more fun and colorful. Mariah at this point is not. I thought she exited. Red Dog saying, I used to love listening to the 1995 McDonald's Travel Tunes cassette. I love how I'm laughing at that. And I used to have like a WWF theme. It had like Lex Luger's theme, a cassette tape. It was like from the WWF fan club. Leo said, also, Willow's Owen Hart gear is my favorite ring gear in years. I love tribute themed attires, and that was my favorite. It should have said Willow instead of Danger. Because people thought her name was Danger. Dusty said, was the game Cutthroat Island? I was surprised at that one. No, because I played it. I played Cutthroat Island. There was something else. Maybe it was Beverly Hills Cop. There's like I think a CD-ROM. Now it's coming back to me. There's like a CD-ROM game, and I think if you lose, he like dies in the hospital. Saeed said, if they did a biopicture of you, which actor would you select to play you? Bobby Cannavale. Left said, Fred said, good morning, RJ. I hope you and everyone else are having a good time. Don't wait for that. Christine said, would you sing for us your song choice? I do I'm in the mood for love simply because you're near me. Funny, but when you're near me, I'm in the mood for love. Heaven is in your eyes, bright as the stars we're under. Oh, is it any wonder that I'm in the mood for love? Why stop to think of whether this little dream might fade? We put our hearts together, and now we are one. Don't be afraid. If there's a cloud above, if it should rain, we'll let it. Oh, but tonight forget it, 'cause I'm in the mood for love. Isn't that nice? Here we go. Cody said, so Dan, this Sunday is wild. I've had a high from Harley Cameron, been told that there's a fake MJF by David Arquette. No way. It's really just an every Sunday here. Leo said, what is your favorite Stairway to Stardom moment? I could go on. This is something you should ask me like next week, and I can take up the whole week. Melissa Ann Ledwan they're playing our song. I love Lola Parazzo doing Thriller. I love a guy named Dante singing the theme from Exodus. There's also Steve Luisi and All the King's Men singing Coming to America. That one's really good. I also love Joey Marlowe singing If You Knew Susie Like I Knew Susie. One of the other ones I love is, what's that kid? I love how, tells you how much I've watched them that I remember all the people's names. I can't remember the kid's name, but he sings Lady in Red. He's like a 12-year-old kid, and he sings Lady in Red, and it's so like inappropriate. He's just like a little adult. And then Tony Marie singing, I'm going to wash that man right out of my hair. Oh my, and Horowitz Inspector. Don't want no boiled chicken. I remember it all. So I've taken up so much time talking about that now. David said, Hootie Pootie followed by Hot Patootie would kill. And if you want to see some fucked up shit, go to Dalton's YouTube, and there is a music video of David singing Hot Patootie. Enjoy it. SM said, Len, Steal My Sunshine performed in the style of Mr. Noodle. That's not how that works. I think I did it. I didn't know how I was going to do it, but I think I did it. Sean said, I love Willow. I would buy a Willow figure on site. Long live Mr. Noodle, said David. Julia Hart has been there since 2020, but still no figure. Well, she's got a, yeah, she needs one too. Christine said, I had a theme tape from the WWE fan club, but since I'm older, it has Ultimate Warrior and Jake Roberts names. Do you still have it? Miss Andy said, it would be ironic if Sebastian Maniscalco played you in the biopic. Welcome to Hey. Nick said, the Robin Williams movie Toys was a weird video game. Oh, my God. Would love to look that up. David said, I'm also in the mood for love. Christine said, that was lovely. 1,000 thank yous. David said, New Japan wanted nothing to do with my return to pro wrestling. I tried my best. I really, really did. But they understand. Leo said, you need to get AW to do Stairway to Stardom with wrestlers. That's basically Hey. In reference to my new Hey W. David, what are you talking about? Oh, you're referencing that's why New Japan wanted nothing to do. Yes, I completely understand. Vanessa said, favorite Sesame Street song. Oh boy, I've Got a New Way to Walk is good. Wubba 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 Woo 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 is also good. Put Down the Ducky is nice. We all sing with the same voice. That one I remember. In Perfect Harmony. That's a nice one. Lady in Red is dancing. We all love Lady in Red. David said, I love that he did it silent. Well, that's what Mr. Noodles does. Leo said, I remember some kid singing Forget You by CeeLo Green on an album. Who is driving around town with the girl you love? Her dad? Shut up, you 8-year-old prick. Leo really taking that out on Kids Bop. Razor said, what are the chances we get Yano and Hey W? Tweet him. I asked the president. So if Tanahashi can't make it happen, I don't know what I'm going to do. Cody said, imagine if Disney bought a wrestling company, Mickey Mouse versus Will Ospreay. That's not how that works. Easy said, RJ versus Yano. When Christine said, I also have a letter I wrote but did not send to Brutus Beefcake telling him how I was sad he wasn't at a Maple Leaf Gardens house show. And how does that make you feel upon reflection? Miss Annie said, my favorite Sesame Street song is probably the counting song with the pinball. That was the Pointer Sisters. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2. There was also one of the ones I love was you got to count it higher. I like to know who's told you you could top at 3. Boom, you got to count it higher, baby. If you want to count with me. There's also 40 blocks from my home. Hip to Be Square is very good. What else? Doom and the Pigeon is great. I also love Bert and Rick Moranis. Stick out your hands and say hello. You might meet someone really nice you really want to know. That's fucking fantastic. David said, the fact that you noticed the Pointer Sisters is remarkable. Well, go back and listen to it. And now you're like, oh, no wonder this is so good. Mia said, Christine, if you have that letter, I can give it to him in September. I'm meeting Brutus Beefcake. Are you having lunch with him? Christine said, Nails is getting anxious, so maybe a hair shakeout. Thank you, and I'm sorry. What is she getting anxious about? Rubber ducky. My hair is so long, I must get a cut. Oh God, it's a mess right now. It's filthy. I hate it. Pointer Sisters did Jump. They also did. Well, they didn't. The Oinker Sisters did. I've got a new way to walk. Aaron said, I don't want to live on the moon. Makes me cry. Makes me cry too. It's very sad. There's also a version that Ernie does with Aaron Neville. There's a really nice, yes, the Oinker Sisters, MDB. They're pigs. They're pig puppets. Christine said, Mia, I actually tweeted a pic of it to him a while back and replied, it was very sweet. Leo said, Diet Black. Cody said, Van Halen also made a song called Jump, can't recall. David said, getting Andre vibes from the hair shake out. Thanks. Bassett said, Oinker Sisters. That's a hell of a name. MDB said, that makes sense. Yes, they did there. I got a new way to walk. Walk, walk. I got a new way to walk. Steven said, Manamana is an all-time classic. Not really theirs. Not even the Muppets. Before the Muppets, it was a song. I don't know. I think it was Italian or something. Mrs. Scott said, I thought you were talking about the Rosati sisters. They're definitely all dead, right? Razor said, I've already tweeted to Yano under my tweet about how nice it was that you got the movie actor for the movie My Dad is a Heel Wrestler on AEW, which is also something I wanted to bring up. There's too much. It was too much to explain. The Common Rider thing took up so much time. Have you been following the adventures of Steve Austin's Barn Cat poncho? No, I don't even think it's real. I think it's work. I even saw a spot for Captain Vegetable, said Vanessa. I also loved the singing Orange. Am I crazy? She did. No. David said, I love you all. Have to run. Miss you, RJ. Miss you, David. Next Sunday, Nashville, they're having this public baby shower. The week after, God willing, I'll see David. I'll be in town. I'll see you in Nashville. We'll have a time. Cody said, if ever I was to join AEW, I'd have a great entrance theme. Good for you, Cody. Amanda said, is it new emoji time yet? What will it be? Maybe a hey. Oh, my God, I'll look. Thank you. I don't think I can use hey stuff just legally. I'm sure it's not a huge deal, but I like to be careful about that. I will say, Botchamania, Matthew, somebody made him an intro video that looks like the intro to Frasier. And I said I would sing the theme song. And I wrote some lyrics. And I wanted to. And then he was like, will you get in trouble for this? I was like, I don't know. Let me check. So if it happens, great. If not, I tried my best. Christine said an on-air sign, maybe. That's a good fucking idea, Christine. They don't own that. Cliff said the best Sesame Street song was the dog that sang about being an alligator. I remember that. I don't remember how it goes. Doing the pigeon, doing the pigeon, and a little smidgen, she eats me away. Man, I mean, just the word hey would be good too. Sure. Nail said just have hey and not EW. It's an artwork thing. I'm not trying not to cross streams, trying to be fastidious about this. What else? We already have a Sylvia emoji. Maybe we need I would like a nice Tony Schiavone emoji. Sandy said, you did a review of the opening and closing of Sesame Street, right? Yes, I did. Absolutely. I think I did. Oh my God. And it was like 30 minutes long. MDB said, are we talking about singing puppets? Yes, it's mainly what they did on Sesame Street. SM said, underwear emoji. Don't we have that already? Can I put my own emojis? Let me see. I swore we had an underwear emoji. I guess we don't. I'm putting them in the chat now. I don't get that is a good one here that I'm putting there. A lot of me. Where did that face come from? Who's that guy? This one's terribly untimely now. So is this one. This one will never age. This one is also great. Coffee time. I got coffee time. It's not bad. The wonderful B. Arthur. There's David. Of course, Sylvia. I feel like Sylvia is included in the Mama said. Miss Annie said, have you reached out to Alf to express condolences on the loss of his co-stars? Everybody's dying. SM said one that says he's cashing up. MDB said, B. Arthur. This is the perks of being in the cult. Anyway, I will say this. Right after this, stop whatever you were going to do next and go watch the latest AEW with Tanahashi. You got to find it on the feed. I hate that you got to look for it. It bothers me. I want to make it as accessible as possible. So watch it, like it, comment, share it, tweet about it, post about it. There's plenty of beautiful pictures and clips I'll be posting later. He was a wonderful man. Benji Gregory from Alpha. Yeah, he died. Let the people know that you love him, that you love New Japan, that you love me loving him. Because if you want to watch me fall in love, be enamored with a man in real time, this is the episode. And that's it. So go do that. No, Rue McClanahan. Why would I post Rue McClanahan? That is ridiculous. So thank you to everyone who joined and disturbed today. Let's get a final look at these brown ones. They're so tight. There's no way I'm keeping these on for the rest of the day. They're coming off immediately. Until next time, Godspeed and God bless.